One day, Diesel was making his way to Brendam Docks to help out with some extra work, while Porter was at the steamworks getting his smoke box inspected.
Ahoy there, Diesel! Glad to have you on board with us!
I'm not.
Now, I know you've had your fair share of, accidents while at the docks, but I'll be keeping an eye on you. So no funny business, matey.
Yeah, whatever.
Oof! Hey! Watch it, tiny wheels!
Oh, that wasn't me. That was Ben. What? How could that be me? I'm right here beside you. Yes, it was. No, it's not. Yes, it was.
So would you too, or Sir Tumblehead will make you walk the plank if you keep this behavior up.
Yes, Salty.
And what are they doing here? Oh, some equipment at the clay pits is under repair, so they're here to send cars in the meantime.
I mean, they do have the words Brendam Bay on them.
Oh, goody. Now, I know Bill and Ben can be quite cheeky at times, but they do mean well. Just don't get tangled up in their pranks, me hearty. Ugh, stinky steamies are bad enough, but Bill and Ben, that's 10 times worse.
And Diesel soon came to realize it was true, as trying to work with Bill and Ben at the docks was easier said than done. During nighttime, Salty had gathered Diesel, Bill, Ben, and the others for another one of his stories.
Right then. So you've all heard of the Flatbeds of Fear?
Yes!
More like the Flatbeds of Phooey. Or the Monster of Brendam.
Unfortunately.
Or even the tale of Timothy the Ghost Trader.
Yes! Sir Topham Hatt's wedding video was scarier than that.
Oh, okay then. But, have you ever heard of the Phantom Brakevan? No, but I have a feeling I don't want to. Shh. Long, long ago, before any of us came to Sodor, there was a brakevan who used to work on this railway. This van never had a name, and was only referred to by his loading capacity, 20 ton. Wow, how original. Old 20 ton was a sleepy brakevan who was also very lazy and grumpy. Engines who took him out on a bout often found the strain of working with him. His brakes would slip on, causing trains to run late, and all the engines and crew didn't like having to put up with his laziness and grumpy attitude. Not even other troublesome brakevans among him could get along with him. Then one night, old 20 ton was added to the back of a midnight goods train bound for the mainland. He grumbled as a little tank engine shunted him to the back of the train. As the midnight goods made its way up to Gordon's Hill, the coupling in the middle of the train started to give way, until... Snap! The coupling broke! An old 20 ton along with the other cars started rolling down the hill. The conductor tried to put on the brakes, but 20 ton couldn't reply. He was fast asleep. So we had to jump clear as old 20 ton and the cars came off the rails. The van woke up, but he could do nothing but scream as he and his cars plunged into the sea below. The sleepy van and his cars were never seen again. But every year, on the date of the accident, many hitchhikers and railway crew could tell you that when the fog is thick and the air is cold, you could see old 20 ton, now known as the Phantom Brakevan, rolling down the hill of his cars, as a warning to others.
Bill and Ben were left frightened by Salty's story. Even Edward and Boko were disturbed.
Oh my. I'm not usually one for ghost stories, but I gotta admit that one sends a chill down my cooling system.
But of course, Diesel, on the other hand, wasn't impressed.
Pah! What a lot of whips waste dump. I've heard scarier stories told by Paxton. I'd be careful what you say there, Diesel, for who knows if the Phantom Brakevan might be listening. He never took too kindly to rude engines, you know. Yeah, and my dad works for Auron.
But you don't have a dad.
I was being sarcastic!
The next day, Diesel was doing some shunting when he overheard the dock manager talking to Bill and Ben.
Henry has to take an overnight passenger train to the mainland, so you two will have to take the flying kipper together tonight.
Bill and Ben looked at each other nervously.
Why can't Boko or Edward do it? Yeah, they're much stronger than us anyway.
Bucko has to take some special guests to the beach party, and Edward's helping out on Thomas's branch line. You two aren't scared of a couple of fish, are you?
No, of course not.
Good. I'll let Sir Topham know you two will be taking the train tonight right away.
Diesel could see that the twins were still disturbed by Salty's story about the Phantom Brakevan, which gave him an idea for a trick.
Hey there, Toad.
Hello, Mr. Diesel. Can I help you in any way?
Of course, Toad. I need you to help me with a very special job tonight.
Does Mr. Oliver know you are here?
That's not important right now. Here's what we're gonna do.
That night, Bill and Ben were coupled up to Henry's flying kipper, ready to go.
Oh, do you think we'll see the Phantom Brakevan tonight? Nah, that sort of thing only happens in mediocre train computer game videos on the interwebs. Well, yeah.
Wait, you forgot your headlamps.
That's the signal. Let's get going.
Are you sure this is right, Mr. Diesel?
Don't worry, Toad. All we gotta do is pretend to be the Phantom Brakevan, rush down Gordon's Hill without crashing, and give Bill and Ben a fright.
The Phantom what?
Right, let's go.
Oh!
Soon the twins were making their way up to Gordon's Hill. As they climbed further up, the air around them grew cold, and a sudden thick mist came rolling in.
Hey, where's all this fog coming from?
I'm not sure, old boy, but we better slow down.
But I'm not that old. Hey, what's going on up there?
Ben couldn't answer. He was left in a frozen state by what was at the top of the hill. There ahead was another goods train, chuffing slowly up to the top of the track next to them.
What's that up ahead?
I don't know. We're supposed to be the only ones on the line tonight. But before they could say anything else, they heard the loud snap of a coupling. The twins and their crew could only watch in horror as the mysterious Brakevan and his car zoomed past down the hill, coming off the rails and plunging into the water as a faint scream could be heard in the distance.
It's the Phantom Brakevan! Oh, run away! Run away!
Bill and Ben raced away as fast as they could. They were so frightened by whatever they saw on the hill that they didn't watch where they were going. Huh?
Don't take me, Mr. Brakevan! Take Ben! No, take Bill! And let me serve you!
Cinders and ashes! Look out! A quick-thinking shunter threw a switch to divert the twins into a siding just in time. Yuck! No one was hurt, but a strong smell of fish hung in the air.
That's a fender bender.
The next morning, Bill, Ben, and Diesel were helping to put the cars back on the rails. Sir Topham Hatt was there. He spoke severely to the twins.
I don't know what startled you two on that hill last night, but you should know better than to carelessly race backwards down the main line. You shall be assigned to track maintenance until I can trust you again.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
And as for you, Diesel, I should have known you'd taken Oliver's Brakevan without permission and go lollygagging on the main line.
Bill and Ben looked at Diesel suspiciously.
You have been a great disappointment to me. For that, you shall be shunting cars at the waste dump for the rest of the month. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
That's what I thought. Maybe by then you'll all learn what it takes to be a really useful engine.
And with that, Sir Topham Hatt turned on his heel and left. leaving the twins glaring over at Diesel.
You played a trick on us.
Eh? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with us. We know that you were the one with Toad racing down the hill with those cars last night. And because of that, you got us in trouble with Sir Topham Hatt.
Well, I was gonna pull that kind of prank on you two, but I was stopped by the dock manager even before I could leave my siding, and Oliver took Toad back from me.
But that's impossible. We saw a Brakevan and some cars whoosh past on the hill.
How could that be me? I wouldn't drive that recklessly down a hill. If it was me, I would have braked carefully coming down. I may be devious, but I'm not an idiot.
Ha! That's debatable.
Well, if it wasn't you and Toad on that hill last night, then who did?
They all pause, and from that day onward, the twins have kept silent, for they most undoubtedly had encountered with a ghostly spirit